The Israeli government stated clearly that its goal in issuing these tenders was the destruction of the Palestinian state and the triumph of the settler state. This is in parallel with the settlers' violence terrorizing the Palestinian population that the Israeli government has helped unleashed, is refusing to control and continues to effectively support. They do not care that annexation kills any prospect for peace in our region. This is indeed their objective, as their appetite for colonial conquest is far greater than their concern for their own people. They want to derail the efforts of President Trump and the implementation of the comprehensive plan, which encompasses the clearly affirmed policy of President Trump rejecting annexation, while Palestine, the region, and other international partners are mobilizing to consolidate the ceasefire in Gaza and to implement the resolutions of this Council in this regard. Madam President, annexation is an attack against our sovereignty and territorial integrity. I repeat, annexation is an attack against our sovereignty and territorial integrity. It is an act of war against our state and our people. It is the ultimate breach of the UN Charter's purposes and principles. It must be stopped. Madam President, the attack on the UN, notably UNRWA, aims at facilitating such forcible displacement of our people and annexation of our land. The storming of UNRWA's Qalandia Training Centre, the raising of the Israeli flag on UN premises again, and the childish yet dangerous video of Ben-Gvir in military attire behind the desk of the director of the center constitute breaches of UN Charter and of the inviolability of UN premises as stated by the ICJ. They are part of a pattern to destroy UNRWA in the hope of liquidating the question of Palestine refugees. If such attacks against the UN and its personnel are tolerated in occupied Palestine, including occupied East Jerusalem, then we are undermining the protection of the UN and its personnel everywhere around the world. Such actions must not only be condemned, we must collectively fight back.
Israel is committed to US President Donald Trump's 20-point plan to end the Gaza conflict, endorsed by this Council in Security Council Resolution 2803. But the plan cannot succeed while Hamas remains armed. Surprising, the October 7th massacre exposed Hamas's infiltration within UNRWA, including the involvement of UNRWA's employees in the attacks. Yesterday, after trying to find a solution for years, the municipality took possession of the compound to open a school for the coming academic year, providing local children access to quality education closer to home. Ultimately, the core issue is this: children who need schools and education. It is shameful that the UN put political consideration ahead of the educational and humanitarian needs of Kafir Aqab's children.
Публичные заявления видных израильских политических деятелей, планы и конкретные шаги правительства страны подтверждают отсутствие у Западного Иерусалима стремления двигаться в сторону деэскалации и выполнения международно-правовой основы БО. Министры национальной безопасности и финансов Израиля говорят о необходимости ежедневно убивать 30-40 газовитян и добиваться выселения жителей анклава с прицелом на воссоздание там поселений. Одновременно фиксируем негативное развитие обстановки на СБРИ, включая Восточный Иерусалим, где израильские власти последовательно проводят политику усиления своего административного и правового контроля вразрез с положениями резолюции Совета 2334. Не меньшую тревогу вызывает то, что политика создания необратимых реалий на местах сопровождается беспрецедентным уровнем насилия среди израильских поселенцев, непрекращающимися силовыми рейдами Цахал Насбри.
You know who is not starving in Gaza, Ms. Rayburn and members of this council? Hamas fighters aren't starving. You don't see their leadership starving. You don't see their wives who are carrying Birkin bags on camera. Now, for the first time, troops and personnel from partner nations are scheduled to arrive to keep the peace. Tactical vehicles are already at the ISF logistics base. Countries as far as Uganda, Morocco, Kazakhstan have offered thousands of troops to this effort. No, they are not moving as quickly as we would like, but they are moving. And yes, the disarmament of Hamas must and will be closely scrutinized. It must be verified by objective parties. Nothing and not one thing will be taken on trust, but let's not have small ambitions here. With a verified process, we have the potential to unlock a future for the people of Gaza free from Hamas.